Good morning, everyone. It's Tess, and today I wanted to talk about getting distracted, and it's tip 343. And the reason I wanted to talk about getting distracted is that we're starting a new year, and I know that life gets active and things happen, and even me, we all have a lot of stuff going on. So I'm gonna actually, and it's part of with my goal setting with Doc V this week, I'm actually putting together a list of things that I'm working on. And then I've been reading this book, The One Thing by Gary Keller, and this is recommended by a lot of people. Chris Nagel talks about this book a lot. It's one of his favorites. Doc V read this one, and it comes up a lot that this is a good book. And I think it's good for another reason too. It's talking about productivity and how many of us, when you look at your life, we get bogged down in all the little details. And it's kind of similar to another talk I did recently where, we spend 80% of our time on stuff that'll only make 20% of a difference. Well, it's like we have to shift where we put our focus, or even in kind of lining up where you want to head. And I think that part of where we want to head is that we want to be looking forward to how can we break things apart. Like if I want to walk 15,000 steps a day, then I need to drop down and identify like certain checkpoints throughout the day of when I want to hit a certain number of steps. If I want to narrow the window of hours that I'm going to eat in a day so I eat less food, when am I going to start eating and when am I going to stop eating for the day? If I'm going to learn something more about gardening, do I start now and will I put sprouts in at a certain point of the season so that I can move forward? I want to move forward this year in a way that's more structured so that I don't lose control. So I guess that's all I wanted to share today. Is there's been a lot of great tips in this, The One Thing. So I'm going to continue reading it and I'll share what I learned, but I'm going to look at where I can take the certain sections of my life and maybe time block. And time block is the perfect word. Put a section of time each day and maybe check-in points. Like if I'm going to walk a certain number of steps, where do I have to hit and at what time? So I hope you find this helpful. Have a beautiful day. Thank you for being here, and I appreciate you very much.